Most people think failure ruins lives. They're wrong. The greatest threat to your future isn't failure, it's comfort. Because failure is obvious. You know when you've failed. You feel it. You learn from it. You adapt. Comfort is different. Comfort doesn't look dangerous. In fact, it often looks like the smartest choice in the moment. A little more rest, a little more waiting, a little more preparation before taking action. And that's exactly why it's so powerful. It convinces you that staying where you are is perfectly reasonable. Until one day you realize years have passed. Think about this. Imagine two versions of yourself, the person you are today and the person you could become 10 years from now. Stronger, more skilled, more confident, more capable. Now imagine those two people standing face to face. What separates them? Not talent, not luck, not intelligence. A few thousand decisions, that's all. Because your future is not created by dramatic moments. It's created by small choices, repeated every day. And comfort, quietly, influences most of them. Not by forcing you to quit, not by telling you to give up, but by encouraging delay. Start tomorrow. Wait until you're ready. Take it easy today. The problem is that tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next year. And eventually, the life you imagined becomes a life you once imagined. That's how dreams disappear. Not through catastrophe, through postponement. The most dangerous thing about comfort is that it never feels like a mistake. Skipping one workout feels harmless. Avoiding one difficult conversation seems insignificant. Passing on one opportunity doesn't appear life-changing. Yet your life is built from exactly these moments. Every action reinforces an identity. Every decision teaches your brain who you are. When you repeatedly choose the easy path, you're not just changing your schedule, you're changing yourself. You become someone who avoids discomfort, someone who hesitates, someone who waits. And the scary part is that this transformation happens so gradually that most people never notice it until they look back and wonder where the years went. Most people assume their biggest regret will be something they tried and failed at. But talk to people later in life, and you'll hear a different story. The regrets that hurt the most are often the opportunities never taken, the risks never attempted, the goals never pursued, the conversations never had. Because failure closes some doors, but inaction leaves you wondering, what was behind all of them? That's why discomfort is often a sign you're moving in the right direction. Learning feels uncomfortable. Growth feels uncomfortable. Change feels uncomfortable. Even success feels uncomfortable at first. Every meaningful transformation requires entering territory where certainty disappears. And that's where most people turn back. Not because they can't continue, but because comfort offers them an easier alternative. Yet there's a price attached to every comfortable choice. You just don't pay it immediately. You pay it later, in lost potential, lost confidence, lost opportunities, and eventually, regret. Now, imagine meeting yourself 10 years from today. What would that person tell you? Would they thank you for the actions you took when nobody was watching? For the risks you embraced? For the discipline you maintained when excuses were easier? Or would they ask why you kept waiting? Why you traded possibility for convenience? Why you chose temporary comfort over long-term growth? The answer to that question is being written right now. Not someday, not next year, today. Because every decision is a vote. A vote for the person you're becoming. A vote for the habits you're building. A vote for the future you're creating. So the next time you feel resistance, the next time your mind suggests postponing the work, the next time comfort whispers that you can always start later, pause and ask yourself one simple question. Which choice will my future self thank me for? Not which choice feels easier, not which choice feels safer. Which choice moves you closer to the person you want to become? Because comfort rarely destroys a future overnight. It steals it quietly, one easy decision at a time. And the moment you understand that, you stop chasing comfort. You start chasing growth, and that's when your life begins to change.